Nerd Alliance. I don't know what this hand gesture is. I got it from like the salute, but maybe people do. That's where I got it from. And also the Mockingjay where they do this, or is it this? I've never read the books. Yeah, I know, I haven't read the books. Everyone's like, you haven't read the books? Oh my gosh, what is wrong? Oh my gosh, have you even watched the films, you know? Oh my gosh, you're so horrible. Yeah, I know. Whatever. And I hear the series is really good, so I might read it, like, in high school or something. But there are so many good books out there, like, stop throwing Mockingjay at me. Like, I'm trying to finish the ones in my library, because I am a total bookworm. I like books, okay? I might give you book recommendations every once in a while in videos, but today I don't have a list of books with me today.
I'm not a bookworm, by the way. I'm a fan fiction one.
Well, fan fiction, it's still reading, so it's not that big of a deal. And it's still stories. And it's still stories, and it's much like a book, so. I know, but either way, but hey, me and my best friend, we're different, and that's totally fine. I mean, being different is okay.
And we love each other for it.
Yeah, exactly, we love each other for it. Being different is okay, whether you have a best friend or not. Being different is okay. I mean, it's gonna be okay. Being different is always okay.
I love this story. Jack is gonna.
Okay, shut up. I'm trying to. Okay, Jenna. Sweet Jenna. You need to stop talking about fan fiction. I'm trying to do a video now. She's driving me nuts. That was my toe on the chair. I'm clumsy. Okay. So today, story time video. Story time. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do a story time video. I'm so excited. I can't hold it in. Like, I feel this burst of energy inside of me that just wants to explode. Not like die, explode. No, I don't want to die. That's horrible. It's just like, I'm so bubbly and I'm full of energy. I just feel like I just drank like several cups of coffee. And I don't even like coffee. Coffee tastes weird in my opinion. It doesn't have like a smoky taste. It just doesn't have the flavor that my tongue enjoys. If that makes any sense to you. Okay. So this story time video that I'm going to show you guys is nearly killed by lightning. Just kidding. I encountered lightning, and it was a very, very close encounter with lightning. Thank God it didn't hit the car I was riding in, because I was on the road when this happened, and I was a little kid too. I was like 6 or 7, and it was so scary. But this is my storytime video. So I remember we were driving from Montana because I just got done visiting some relatives that live in Montana, because I have a ton of family members who live in Montana. I also have a couple relatives that live in North Dakota, but you know, I have a lot of relatives that live in that sort of area. I have a lot of relatives that live in Montana, South, and North Dakota. They're lucky because I hear them. Those states are very beautiful. The state I live in is very beautiful too, and they actually aren't that far away. I could just drive there and for like a few days and boom, I'm there. And I feel very happy that they're not that far away and that I can drive there within like 3 days if I don't stop anywhere along the way. Well, unless it's a hotel, then that's fine, but you know. We just left Montana after seeing my family. I think it was a family reunion or something. I feel like we had a family reunion when we were there. It's kind of hard to remember what happened there. I highly feel like there was a family reunion there. I'm not quite sure, but anyway. So we were heading to Yakima because we were seeing some other relatives that live there, Yakima, Washington. Um, so we were gonna see some other relatives, and so we were driving there, and along the way, there were like these really dark clouds, and you could tell it was gonna be a storm. It started raining. It started out by sprinkling, and then we saw like lightning in the sky, and my grandma was in the front seat, like looking out the window, like lightning, because she likes lightning. I like lightning too. As a little kid, I got scared by it because like, that means that there's like a huge storm coming. I hated storms as a kid. They scared me a lot. They still scare me a little bit even today, because sometimes if like I hear like a loud boom, like if a tree falls or a branch falls or something like that, then I do get very nervous. Sometimes I get a little nervous about it, especially when the lights flicker. I mean, that's even scary. It's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Because I don't like the dark. I mean, if I'm really tired and I just don't really care about any of my surroundings and I just want to sleep, it's like, okay, fine, it's dark. Especially if I'm in a hotel, like that's when it's especially relaxing. It's just like I can deal with the dark if I'm in a hotel. But if I'm like in like an actual house, like being in the dark, I have to have like a nightlight or lamp. I know it's like, what? But I know a lot of kids my age that still sleep with nightlights. I know one person that still sleeps with a nightlight. Probably don't be afraid to just like say that you're afraid of something and that you need to do something to make you feel secure, because you shouldn't have to be embarrassed about it. It's just a thing about you. Besides that, so we were driving, and it started raining harder and harder as we drove further into the storm, and I think my aunt started having a little bit of trouble seeing the road, and it's hard to remember what my mom and my grandma's reaction was towards her driving in the middle of a storm, but I feel like they might have freaked out a little bit, just like, oh my gosh, like, don't run into anything, or like, don't get in a car crash. I could see that happening. I think they would try to stay as calm as possible, because I'm a little kid and they're gonna try to keep everybody else calm, and especially since and my family, sometimes we all kind of just freak out instantly about things, like if we're about to crash into something, or if something bad happens, we're just like, ah! Like we react very quickly in a kind of a bigger way. Not always, but if it's like a really scary moment for everyone, it's just like, whoa, like, whoa. And that happens for me too. It happens to the best of us. And so yeah. And then suddenly more lightning came along, more thunder rolled by, and then like suddenly we all kind of like looked in the same direction. It was over towards the left side of me, and then like this huge lightning bolt just like crashed down, and boom. We were like my mom, this is her reaction. I literally remember that so well. My mom's reaction was priceless. And it was insane. And I just couldn't believe it. And what's crazier is that imagine you're like on a highway or something, and you know, like there's this huge line of grass that stretches along, you know what I mean, and like sometimes there's like a little fence like made of metal or something that surrounds it. Not always, but sometimes there is. I think you know what I mean. You would just have to like think a little harder. And it cracked. Like the lightning hit right in that little area, right? Like we were in a lane right close to that little like grassy area. So basically the lightning bolt was like about a couple yards away from our car, and it was so scary because it felt so close to the van. And as a kid, it's just so shocking. I didn't know whether to feel scared or shocked. I remember mostly just feeling shocked. Um, and I've never really been scared of that moment. It's never really traumatized me. It just kind of shocks me, just like that happened to me. And especially being like only 6 or 7 years old, like that was pretty insane. Um, so that was a crazy moment. Story of my life, take you home. Story of my life. So that's the story of my life. So that's what happened. That's my story about nearly getting killed by lightning. Not literally, but but serious problems could have happened if it did hit the car. That would have been awful if that happened. But yeah, that's what happened. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, stay a nerd, because you only live once. Bye. Oh, can I do the hand thing from Star Trek? Bye!